Okay, so we're back to doing our homework this time, and we're going to be asking our mother to help this time. Hopefully she'll actually attempt to help us this time, compared to our father. Oh, do you need me to help you with your homework, Lucia? That's right. I said you're really smart, so I thought you might know what to do. Oh my, how flattering. I'm lost, flicking a few strands of copper hair behind one's shoulder. Well, given you asked so nicely, I suppose I can't refuse. Hey, thank you, Miss Yukine. You're not only really pretty, but really nice too. Stop it, you charmer, you. You'll make me blush. I'm impressed that you two girls are working so hard on your homework, even when there's a festival going on. It's a nice work ethic you have there. We should always strive to be in control of our emotions. That's right, exactly what I said. I wanted to go to the festival so much, but I said it was more important to focus on our work. God damn it, Lucia, way to throw me under the bus. Filthy liar, take that back. Put my teeth together, how shameless. Is even Lucia trying to oppress my mother? Maybe it was a bad idea to ask her after all. Now, let me see. It's long division, is it? That's right, I've hardly ever mastered regular division yet, though. Don't despair, sweetheart. You get stuck with a problem, the easiest thing to do is break it down. Break it down? That's right, here, let me show you. Then she starts breaking out in dance moves instead. That's what I can think of. Maybe we can get father in on this so he can show us some dad moves. Now that Mum's here, I can finally focus on my own homework in peace, without being pestered. Mum's pretty smart and she's good at subjects like maths and science. It's how she got to know Dad when they were back in high school. She tutored him. It's corny, I know. If I keep working at this pace, I'll be done in no time. Okay, on to the next day, so this time we are going to make a lunch. Alright, fine, I'll cook us both something. It'll be simple though. Really? Yay! Just go and get those cute dresses your dad made for us then. You mean the maid outfits? That's right. Wait a second, Lucia. Reach forward and take hold of Lucia's arm, stopping her before she's able to dash off on her epic quest. Sorry, but if we spend too much time messing around with our clothes, then we will be late. Oh, but I like wearing that cute dress. And I'm assuming that Dev also just wants to show off the cute dresses as much as they want. I like it so much you can wear it when we get back from school. Not before, though. Knowing Lucia, she'll probably forget to get changed, and then she'll turn up at school wearing that ridiculous thing. So everyone seems to regard her as some kind of eccentric Norwegian princess that would probably boost her popularity. But if I tried to pull a stunt like that, though, I'd be laughed at. Oh, it just isn't fair. And then I just get forward to lunchtime. Hey, it's finally lunchtime. I'm so hungry. Maybe you wouldn't be so hungry if you hadn't pushed yourself so hard in PE. But I had to run a lot to build up my appetite. It would taste even better if you just had a workout. I mean, that is kind of true. That might be true, but you didn't need to push yourself that hard. You were inhumanly fast. Inhuman? I know I'm not human, but I wasn't going that fast, was I? You definitely were. You finished that run in less than 20 minutes. Is there something wrong with that? Is she really asking me that? How can she be so dense? Of course there is. Finished it in less than half the time it would take a regular person. Well, this world is full of mystery, right? Biggest mystery being why nobody realized you're not a human when you keep pulling all these crazy stunts. The teacher was so shocked by Lucia's immense speed, she almost had a heart attack. He was still babbling about world records when we were all getting changed to go to our next class. I almost begged Lucia to bended knee, tears welling up in her eyes, for her to please join the truck team. She refused though. She said if food wasn't involved, she wasn't interested. Cause of course so. I mean, she's gonna be going home by the end of the week anyway, so... PE teacher really did start crying then. Guess it's not every day you meet a superhuman girl who can defy the laws of time and space like Alicia. Our school would undoubtedly become famous all across our prefecture. No, across all of Japan. Probably a good thing Lucia has no interest in pursuing a career as a professional athlete. It'd be a massive scandal about performance-enhancing drugs, and Lucia would be subjected to all kinds of medical examinations. Japan's reputation would be irreparably ruined. Well, since everyone's convinced Lucia comes from Norway, maybe Norway's reputation would be ruined instead. Not entirely sure, but I am sure about her areas. You should be more careful. People will get suspicious if you keep doing things like that. But it's not like I'm trying to hide my identity from anyone. I already told them I'm a demon. Yes, you did. That's precisely the problem. Did your parents tell you to be a bit more cautious? They might have mentioned something about that, but I don't really remember. I don't like telling lies. It's immoral. You're a demon, and you're worried about morals? I'd be a demon, but just a pure girl with a noble heart. Mother raised me as well, and I don't want to shame her good name by behaving poorly. I guess Lucia's inability to lie doesn't matter that much, since everyone's too dense to realize that the girl with horns and a tail who claims to be a demon might actually be a demon. Glad that this has worked out so convincingly for me, but I can't help but be a little bit suspicious. She isn't casting some kind of demonic magic on everyone she comes in contact with, is she? Yeah, you would have no idea how close to the money you are on that. Just a different demon, but from the same family though. Anyway, I'm tired of talking. My tummy's rumbling. Sia finds her lunchbox in less than a second, plonks it down onto the desk with a dull thud. Follow suit, taking my own out of my school bag. Ugh, I'm excited. What's it gonna be? Ooh. Raw chicken cutlet sandwiches and nestled inside lunchbox, hastily prepared this morning. They're crammed with the lunchbox so tightly there isn't a single gap between them. Man, dude, those look fucking good. Why do I always keep on playing this game on an empty stomach? I need to go eat something. All the fresh white bread is broken up by the sandwich's filling. Thick chicken cutlets coated with breadcrumbs, fried in oil until light brown. Chicken cutlets are accompanied with crispy lettuce and shredded cabbage coated with tonkatsu sauce. Simple meal, but looks appetizing enough. Lucia seems downright delighted. Was all my worrying this morning for naught? Thank you for the food. Thanks for the food. I prized one of the sandwiches out from my lunchbox. As soon as I take the first bite in, I realize my worries were unfounded. Crumbs still retain their crispness, and go perfectly well with the refreshing crunch of the fresh lettuce. Chicken breasts are cut thinly, which makes each mouthful feel satisfying and robust, but not to such an extent chewing feels like a chore. Get the sandwich an extra burst of flavour, also spread a small amount of mustard onto the bread. Mustard leaves and a certain amount of spiciness to the tender chicken. Refreshing lettuce, but it isn't overpowering, instead enhances the existing flavours. It's so good. It's really good. Do you really think? Of course. Why, you must be some kind of genius. How could you make such nice food so fast? I'm not a genius. It's just a sandwich. Anybody can make a sandwich. Maybe anybody can make a sandwich, but not a super delicious one like this. It's nothing really. Could have made something better, but I felt too tired. I don't feel the need to praise such a mediocre effort. You're just wishing for compliments now, right? What? No, of course not. So you say. I'm entirely convinced, though. I think despite what you say, you might like it when people praise you. Whatever. Think whatever you like, though. I'm not that vain. I don't care what you think. Sure. You're so cute, Ray. Okay, jumping even further into the future now, we're back on the school trip. And instead of scolding Lucia, we're going to thank her for supporting us. I'm fine. Really. Are you sure? I'm sure. I just feel a bit sick. I don't like travelling very much. Yeah, these roads are pretty bumpy, so my chariots are superior. Really rich families have skeletal horses that can fly, so you don't even get stuck in traffic. Oh, how wonderful. It really is. You should come to hell with me sometime, so you can ride in one of those chariots for yourself. No thanks, I don't want to die anytime soon. Although I'm sure your sister would love to fulfill that. Thank you for the invitation. I'll be sure to remember your kindness. That doesn't mean I'll act on it, but I'll remember it all the same. It isn't every day you get an invitation from a demon to come and visit hell that isn't accompanied with ominous thunderclaps or Latin chanting. Or, death. Hey, thank you, Rai. And, thank you for defending me back there. I really do appreciate it. It's no problem. I'd do anything for you, Rai. At all. You're my first ever friend. And you, yes? I look at Lucia hesitantly, eyelashes fluttering. Not used to being open with my feelings and expressing my thoughts plainly is rather difficult. Emotions are sealed over with a layer of ice, but they bubble away underneath the surface like a Norwegian... whatever that is. It's difficult, but I want to tell Lucia how I feel all the same. I think she deserves that much. You're my first ever friend too. Yeah, they're both so cute, I'm going to melt. Huh? All my classmates are a girl with braids and freckles who I thought might be called Maya, is watching us, face flushed with pink. Bright pink. Myra, question mark. They take more notes quickly. Innocent, awkward friendships, which later blossom into love, are actually popular. What on earth are you talking about, Mayuri? I swear I don't understand half the things you say. Oh, so your name was Mayuri, not Myra. I should have known. Well, I mean, you were like one letter off, so I mean, it's close enough. I'm sorry, Hime. Just whenever I see two cute girls together, I can't help myself. There are far too many mainstream stories about male and female childhood friends who grew up to be lovers. There should be some stories like that about women too. That's true, but I think we're too young to write romance stories. It's shameless. You say that, but you'd be surprised to know how much fanfiction on the internet was written by elementary school students. I mean, she does actually have a fair point. I know Mayuri. I didn't even know her name was until a few seconds ago, but I think she might have a point. Internet is a very strange place indeed. That it is. There's a bit of everything for everyone. Anyway, we've already read all this. But we're gonna get back onto the bus again. And we are going to let her stay like that this time. Sia's hair brushes against my cheeks and tickles my nose. Don't make any comments. I can't bring myself to. Don't really want to wake her. But now I'm more than content to let her sleep through the rest of our ghost journey. Her head against my shoulder. I can pretend to be annoyed about it when she wakes up. Really, I won't be pretending because I don't like telling lies, and being used as a pillow is kinda dehumanizing, isn't it? But in the end, no matter what I tell myself, I know I'm not really upset. If anything, I might be happy about our newfound closeness. Just a little bit. Cute. Okay, with that, we are now going to also go on to, I like to think I'm more mature than that. And we're going to make the strawberry shortcake this time. Oh, looks so good. Thank you, Rai. You don't need to thank me. If you want to thank anybody, it should be Dad, since he did most of the work. Well, of course I'm going to thank Kazuki, but I want to thank you too. Why? Because you let me make this adorable strawberry shortcake, even though you don't like it. It was very thoughtful of you. I glower, trying to cool the blush that I know is threatening to rise into my cheeks. I didn't do it for your sake. I just didn't want to argue about something so petty. It would be childish. I know my half-hearted rebuttal sounds particularly convincing, but this doesn't seem to bother Lucia. She accepts my words unquestioningly, with a good-natured smile. Well, no matter the reason, I'm really thankful, Rai. Look down at the floor, biting my lower lip. I think I'm an honest person, but when I'm with Lucia, it becomes a lot harder to tell the truth. Others who were complicated and contradictory emotions. I'm not sure which of them to believe. All of them? None of them? It's true that I caved into Lucia's demands before, because I didn't want to have a stupid argument, but that wasn't the only reason. I didn't want to admit this to myself, at least to Lucia, but something about a smile warms my heart. Lucia might be a demon, but she's still one of the sweetest people I ever met. She's the only person who's ever tried to befriend me, not giving up along the way. That's why I agreed to make a cake. Did I feel indebted to her? Don't know if that's entirely right either. If my actions were born out of a sense of duty, then why do I feel so satisfied when I see her smile? Maybe I had some selfish motivations too. Most people do. Everyone in this world is pushed along by their own greed. Don't think I'm any exception. That doesn't mean that Lucia's happiness is my own happiness. Shift awkwardly. I don't think I've been this invested in someone else's well-being in my life. To tell the truth, it's a little disconcerting. Not used to it. The cake looks really cute. It's so adorable. I want to add it to my family's register. What are you talking about? Since it's on hell, wouldn't it melt? Hot? Isn't it meant to be cold in Norway? Might be cold in Norway, but that has nothing to do with hell. Hell doesn't abide by the rules of the human realm, be it Japan or Norway, or the center of the Bermuda Triangle. Wait, the Bermuda Triangle is real? Thought I got disproven a while back. Oh, I had no idea it was such an incredible place. I thought it was only a small village. It is a small village, just ignore Lucia, Dad. She's spouting nonsense. Wouldn't want the poor people who live in the real village of Hell, Norway to feel misrepresented. Finding a place that literally called Hell must be difficult enough, without people like Lucia further sullying their reputation. Hold on, wait, is that an actual place? Hold on, I am checking that. Oh my god, it is an actual place. Like, what the hell? There is a place called Hell in Norway. Okay, that is actually kind of cool. I didn't even know there was a place called Hell. Oh, man. I mean, I've heard places with worse names than that. Ranging from swear words to potential slurs and other things, so, I mean, Hell isn't the complete worst. Now aren't you going to eat your shortcake? I made this for you. But it's so pretty, I feel guilty. For fuck's sake, come on, just eat it already. As a first. But at the same time... Wait, I just realised this sadistic Lucia. It's so cute, I want to cut it. I want to cut it wide open and watch it ooze all its cakey inwards all over the table. And there's our other Lucia. Is this what people usually do to things they think are pretty? Maybe it's a common custom in Hell. One with the fire and brimstone, not the one in Norway. Won't be too surprised. I mean, there is an actual phenomenon called cuteness aggression, where people do want to actually hurt something because it's so fucking cute and adorable. Which is a really weird thing, but people have that apparently. Can I cut the cake, Hazuki? Can I? Of course you can. You're an important member of our team too. Here you go. Sia stares down at the cake, knife in hand, frowning. Looks like she's trying to make sure each and every piece she cuts is perfectly equal, which is a little unexpected. I mean, Lucia, I thought she'd take the whole cake for herself, leave everybody else to fight over the crumbs. Guess there are some things she takes seriously. With things being out of food, of course. Yay, we baked the cake. See, it cuts through the soft sponge cake slowly. A sweet scent of cream hovers in the air, mingled with the tartness from the ripe strawberries, freshly picked this morning. Not a big fan of the cake, but this might be enough to convert me. Layers of sponge inviting in light yellow, sandwiched between a thick layer of white cream and cut strawberries. Ooh, man, that does look nice. Top of the cake is frosted with cream, in a pure white sheet of like fallen snow. Delicate little rosettes of cream have been piped around the edges, and a sliced strawberry house nestled against them. Right here, this piece is for you. Thea hands me a plate with a piece of strawberry cake on it. Not a very neat slice of cake, but looks delicious all the same. Are you sure I can eat this? Of course I am. How are they going to wear it, silly? I know, but you were the one who wanted to make a cake, so you should get the first slice. But you're the one who made it. You deserve the first slice more than anyone else. Well, look away, biting my lower lip. Do we sound foolish? Might as well be a pair of lovers, twittering to one another over the end of the phone line. You hang out first. No, you. Face was redder than ever. Cheeks are burning. Oh, you're gonna use this as ammunition later, aren't you, father? Of course you would be the one to blackmail me. What? Oh, nothing. I just thought your face looked a little funny, right? You have no right to call me funny when you're wearing an apron like that. Is there something strange about it? Oh god, don't make your father cry again. Kinda gaudy, isn't it? But it's one of my favorites. They're all your favorites. Anyway, do you have something sensible to say, or did you just want to make fun of me? Well, I just thought maybe you and Lucia could compromise. Share the slice of cake, you can both eat it first? Share it? The same slice? Look at Lucia, he looks at me, we blink. Then one smile catches Lucia's lips, her face sparkles. Of course we can share, we are friends after all, sounds like fun. Hey, wait a minute, that's embarrassing. Why do couples share slices of the cake like that? Dad doesn't listen. Hands Lucia and me a fork, smiling. Alright, you two, enjoy. You're a lot craftier than you look, damn old man. I mean, he definitely knows how to capture those women's hearts, right? I have been living with your mother all these years for nothing. Right, I was thinking about something. What? Well, quite usually Lucia's the one who looks bashful now. You see the blush on her cheeks even through the darkness of my bedroom. Maybe we're both allergic to each other. That might explain why we keep turning red. No, I don't think we are. Unless I'm somehow allergic to demons, and demons can be allergic to humans. Be weird, but... Man, now I've got an idea for a story now of, like... like maybe a character somehow ends up being allergic to a demon, that's how they become like a demon hunter or something, and they end up... Cause they use their allergies to their advantage, and that's how they find out about it. Or no, even better, they're like oh my god. If they're like allergic to werewolves because they happen to be allergic to dogs, or maybe somehow allergic to vampires or other mythical creatures, man, I'm starting to get ideas of that now. I've had so much fun these last few days, more fun than I've ever had before in my whole life. Isn't that because you got to eat a lot of food? That's partially it, but not the whole reason. I'm not that greedy. Well, I wonder. I just, I think it's because I was with you, right? Might be a little stern and you scold me a lot, but you only do it because you care about me. My big sisters are the same. My big sisters have to love me because they're related to me, though. At least that's what I think. That doesn't mean their love is worthless, and I love them a lot too, but having a friend is a little different. Not the same sort of love. Not used to it. It's a little weird. I think it's love all the same, no matter what you say. I might be a demon, but I can still feel love, and I love talking to you. I love being with you. I just love you as a person. You really are my bestest friend in the whole world. In the human realm and in hell. Lucia. I blink, a little taken aback by the sincerity in her voice. Since Lucia's quite a silly person, bobbing along through life like a rubber duck in a bathtub, I never thought she could think about things so seriously. I must have been wrong. What can I say? You either can tell her you love her, or you like her. But of course, for this route, we gotta tell her we just like her. I am very flattered, but a word like love is far too strong. I mean, we're only 9 years old. Again, we're having this conversation like the one we had back on the bus. I might be young, but I don't think it matters. I know how I feel, and I know that I love you. In my head, picking pieces of lint off my covers and rolling them between the pads of my fingers. Okay, well things got awkward real quick. Heart was pounding. The inside my room feels far too hot and stuffy. Sia says that she loves me, but does she really? Too young to understand what love truly means, isn't she? I might be smart for my age, but I think I'm too young to understand what love means too. I haven't made much experience with people my age before, still adjusting to the novel idea of Lucia being my friend, let alone something more. Though I get good grades and just not cut out for extensive social interactions. I had a friend who has proved to be unexpectedly pleasant, a touch draining, but I don't know about anything beyond that. Well, I appreciate your feelings, and I'm happy you enjoy my company, but I don't think I feel the same way. So, I like you a lot. I'm glad I met you. Even if I don't know if I love you, I really do want to be your friend. I thought as much. Love you a lot, Rai, but I know you're rather shy deep down inside. I'm not shy, I'm just cold and off. That's all. That's what my classmates say. Classmates might say that, but that's because they don't know you like I do. That's hardly their fault. They can't be blamed for disliking me. Never bothered to talk to them. Maybe not, but I don't think you're cold or aloof. I've seen a lot of different sides to you this last week, Rai, and I can say it with confidence. Really nice girl. Look kinda grumpy, but that's not the real Rai. Real Rai is a really sweet, gentle person who can make delicious food. Gets flustered when people compliment her. I know it might seem sudden, but and I know I'm still young, but I really do love you. Love you a lot. I don't mind if you don't love me back. I'm just happy I met you. You don't mind that I don't feel the same way? Of course not. I want to be by your side forever. I gulp. Heart is pounding. My cheeks feel hot. Body is trembling. Under normal circumstances, I'd think I was coming down with a fever, but no, that isn't the case. Might be because I'm happy. Really, truly happy. First time in my life. Thank you. I want to be by your side too. Yay. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, and day 6 is also slightly different, because we mainly faded to black and then went right to when she was leaving, but it's now daytime. I yawned, blinking as the sunlight streams in through my bedroom window. My flimsy curtains attempt to resist the onslaught of holy light, but their best efforts are in vain. Sit up and burn a stretch. Don't think I'll be able to go back to sleep now, so might as well get up. And as they say, there's no rest for the wicked. Not that I'm particularly wicked. Wouldn't that apply to Lucia more than me? I mean, technically, yes. But, I mean... some of the stuff that goes through your mind, right? Which one of the two would be more wicked? Not surprisingly, Lucia is still fast asleep. Hair spills across the pillow, tangled up in her horns. Her pale eyelashes are tightly shut. She snuggled up underneath the futon. You see her colours rising and falling with each breath of air she takes. Lucia? Doesn't respond. She doesn't even stir. Lucia? Try again. Voice a little louder this time. But it still has no effect. Lucia continues to sleep, screwed away inside her dreams. Looks so peaceful lying there, face free of tension. Not that I've ever seen her look particularly tense, but I feel guilty for trying to wake her. Of course she's sleepy. She was sick a couple of days ago. She woke up early yesterday to go on our school trip. Count things off, she isn't a human girl at all, but a demon. And spending time in the human realm, as she terms it, must be tiring. Well, I've been going about my daily routine, only slightly disturbed by Lucia's presence. Every single thing that Lucia has seen, smelt, touched, or tasted these past 6 days must have been new for her. Visiting a whole new world would be a lot for anyone to take in, especially a small girl like her. I think she might be a little upset about missing breakfast, but it should be fine if I ask Dad to save a portion of food for her. Alright, Lucia, sweet dreams. I hope she can enjoy whatever time remains with me and my family happily. From a smell like that, like the one that's on her face right now. Want her to have a lot of good memories of this week. Then she might not leave. Pat downstairs a little later than usual. Surprised to find that Mum is still sitting at the kitchen table. Shouldn't she be getting ready for work? Hey Mum, do you have the day off today? That's right, I'm finally free. Free? Sounds rather ominous. Sato didn't have a heart attack, did he? I thought he must have done when I received that phone call this morning. Couldn't think of any other reason why Sato, the slave driver, would cancel today's filming session. And why do you really have a day off today? I don't know if I should tell you that, right? It's confidential info. Even though I'm your daughter? Well, I suppose it's nothing too scandalous. Also, there's a certain amount of wistfulness, which makes me wonder whether she would prefer if that actually really was the case. We'd be filming at the local hospital, but we've been having problems with the heating over the last few days. Hospital staff decided they should fix this issue as quickly as possible, for the safety of their patients. As such, they requested that we actors leave them be for a couple of days so they can get everything running smoothly again. And the other patients okay? They should be fine. They wouldn't have let us go there yesterday if the problem was too severe. Glad if I got a day off at any rate. Spent so much time at that hospital, my skin probably smells of disinfectant. Doctors and nurses are a pain to work around too. We'll scold us for making too much noise. They never smile at us when they see us in the halls. I know trying to accommodate a film crew must be quite troublesome. But they could at least try to be polite. I think Mum's just annoyed because she doesn't like being sidelined, but I don't think that. I don't want her to flick me. Being nails on long and sharp and being flicked by them hurts. Sounds like you know from experience, right? And I'm happy I can spend more time with my lovely family. It's been so busy lately, I've hardly spoken to you at all, right? Why, I feel like you've grown a good 5 inches since I last saw you. Not growing like a tail or extra set of horns or something, am I? Last time you saw me was at breakfast table yesterday. I know, but it doesn't feel like it. Mother misses her cutest, loveliest, smartest little daughter. I'm your only daughter, Mum. I know, that's why I love you the most. Mum blows a kiss at me from over the table. Mum isn't quite as touchy-feely as Dad is. She really hugs me and she doesn't often pat my head or kiss my cheeks, but the way she shows affection can be quite draining nevertheless. Now where is Lucia? Long she's under our roof, she's also our honorary daughter. That's right, where is Lucia? She isn't sick again, is she, right? It isn't because of my food, is it? Did it disagree with her stomach? Was she allergic to something? No, it isn't because of the food. It has nothing to do with that. Are you sure? Oh, sure. She's just a little bit sleepy after that school trip yesterday. That's all. But you went on that school trip too, right? I might have done, but I am more self-disciplined than she does. I'm glad. Self-discipline is one of the most important traits any person can have. It will do you a world of good, right? Thank you. Also inherited it from your side of the family. Alright, you charmer. That silver tongue of yours, you can make any boy or girl fall for you. Girl? Can't help but recall my conversation with Lucia yesterday. Her face flushes. Was Mum listening in on us? Wouldn't put it past her. Thankfully, Dad comes to rescue with one of his shy smiles. So, what will we do about breakfast? Do you want me to save a portion for Lucia? Yes, please. I think she would appreciate that. Speaking of which, breakfast looks nice today, too. This soup and rice are accompanied with a plate of pickled plums. Interesting. Interesting choice. Plums are a deep red colour, almost like candied apples. They shimmer under the light of the kitchen. Unlike apples, however, skins are puckered and wrinkly, and they're a good deal smaller. Take one of the plums between my chopsticks and pop it into my mouth. Plum is crunchy on the outside but softer within. First bite fills my mouth with flavour. First, my tongue is assaulted by sharp, sour saltiness. This fades away with a slightly fruity aftertaste. Pickled plums might be somewhat overpowering on their own, but when eaten in combination with the rice, different textures and flavours help to counterbalance one another. Reach out with my chopsticks to take another pickled plum when... Hi, Lucia. Hey, why are you eating without me? Morning, sleepyhead. Oh, good morning, Lucia. Are you alright? I was alright, till you decided to leave without me. Well, leave me out. Leave you out? I would never. I thought you might be sick, but... So, Ray told you I was sick? That isn't exactly, I just, Oh, sorry, Lucia. It looks like people are sleeping. I would have felt bad if I woke you up. Huh? You did it because you cared about me, Ray? I suppose so. Since we don't have school today, I thought you might like to rest a bit longer. Sorry for jumping to conclusions. I just don't have that much time left together, so I thought we could make the most of it. Yes, of course. This is Lucia's last day here. The fact has been weighing on my mind heavily, like a heap of disturbed snow. I tried to ignore it. Lucia takes a seat at the breakfast table and Dad sets her food before her. She bows her head in thanks, but she doesn't look quite as enthusiastic as usual. I thought Lucia's reactions when she ate food were melodramatic and overblown, but I miss them now. Getting excited over food is a crucial part of her character. Without it, the atmosphere at the breakfast table feels strangely stilted. To my surprise, I find I can't enjoy my own food as much without Lucia's commentary. Everything tastes strangely bland, in the salty pickled plums. Sorry if I didn't understand your feelings, Lucia. It's alright, I appreciate the thought. I just want to spend as much time with you as possible before I have to leave. Huh. And you said you weren't friends with Lucia first came to stay when Lucia first came to stay with us. Don't know if I've ever seen two people so obviously bestowed with one another before. Bestowed? What does that mean? Is that kind of food? Of course, you're still thinking of food, Lucia, even in a moment like this. Oh god, her mother is growing her own ears and tail again. One doesn't reply. Instead, she only smiles. For some reason, she looks very proud of herself, like a cat that's been caught a particularly juicy mouse. I mean, she's already doing an anamorph and turning into a cat, partially. Oh, and we're going off somewhere different today. Is this really your last day here, Lucia? That's right. Dad tries to smile bravely, but it wavers a little at the edges, though it might collapse at any moment. I feel like out of anyone here, of course, our father would be the one to miss Lucia the most. Can we do like a trade-off? So, do like in the Parent Trap and have Lucia stay here and then Rai goes down into hell? I feel like Rai would definitely fit in there a lot more. I don't know why he's borrowing. Dad's always been a dreadful actor. Looks like he is going to start crying at any given moment. Dad cries at almost everything, so he's going to drown himself in his own tears when we watch the One with the Wind together, one of Mom's favourite movies. It can't even handle fictional farewells with thoroughly unpleasant southern bells. How on earth can he handle sad partings in reality? It's so simple. He can't, no matter how much he might be trying. That's nice then, isn't it? Didn't you miss your own family? I did, I guess, but they're not like you. I should hope not. I feel very sorry for you if your dad was anything like me. Oh no, he isn't. My dad's very cool. Wears suits, white suits. Sometimes. Everybody says he is handsome enough to be an idol. I'm glad. That's what he says, but he doesn't sound very glad. But don't worry, Kazuki. Even though I love my dad, I love you too. You do? That's right. You're really nice. Make me food and sew me clothes. Make me laugh a lot. Not as scary as my dad is. Like talking to you. You don't shush me or tell me to shut up. Well, of course not. Might be younger than me, but you have a lot of valid points too. I don't understand parents who refuse to listen to their own children. What's the point in having a child if you don't want to show any interest? Thank you. Sia smiles and slips her hand into Dad's. Her hand is small compared to his, and it dwarfs hers. If his dad's so quiet, I often forget how tall he is. It's only when Sia sidles up to him that I realise. Dad didn't have such pink hair. It might be kind of intimidating. You don't need to thank me. I'm just glad I got to spend some time with you. You're a sweet girl. You hear that, Rai? Kazuki said I was sweet. So? Aren't you jealous? Jealous that my dad likes you? That's right. No, not really. He likes everybody. Except himself. God, do I fucking feel that as well. I've been walking along behind Dad and Lucia for a while now. Silent, sullen. Not sure why since it's Lucia's last day here. I know I should try to be a bit more talkative, but I can't even bring myself to smile. Maybe it's because of the awkward conversation I had with Lucia last night, or maybe I'm scared. I'm scared. Start talking now, something inside me will break, and I'll spill all my thoughts and feelings out in an embarrassing rush. That I miss her, that I like her, that I don't want her to go. I can't say stuff like that. Not in front of Dad. That'd be far too embarrassing. I pout, kicking a small pebble, rolls along the path and disappears amongst the trees that line the riverside. I hear a kitty cat! I blink. All of a sudden my eyes are snagged on something. There, perched on the branches of the tall elm tree, is a cat. Or a kitten, maybe. Looks like it's clinging to the branches of the tree for dear life. Shivers when a gust of wind blows by. They climb up there hunting for birds, then get stuck. Dad notices too. He pauses, Sia's still holding his hand, frowns. Do you think that kitty will be okay, Kazuki? I'm not sure. Doesn't look like its owner is anywhere around, but does scour the riverbank and an usually serious expression on his face. For a few seconds, I'm almost tricked into thinking he might be kind of reliable. I remember he's my dad, and the image falls apart in seconds. Anyway, sir, I need to go and help it. Poor thing looks terrified. You say that, but I'm really good at climbing trees. I'll just have to do my best. I'm the oldest one here, so saving the cat should be my responsibility. Actually, well, we do have a somewhat tree climber and amongst stuff, and it prevents our father from getting hurt, then so be it. I'm really good at climbing trees, Kazuki. Get the cat down in a heartbeat. No, it's sweet of you, Lucia, but I'd never forgive myself if you got hurt. You should just leave this to me. But then you'll get hurt instead. I appreciate it, but I'll be fine. I'm not good at very much, but I can at least manage this much. Famous last words. Dad walks up to the tree and pauses beneath the branches. Looks up at the cat, perhaps playing the quickest route to get to it. He breathes in heavily, focusing, trying to concentrate. Then... Alright, don't worry, I have this all under control. Going to be alright, little fellow. Reaches forward and grabs a hold of one of the branches, and... Lucia and I stand together watching him. Movements are slow, shaky, and unsteady, but he seems to be finding it... And he seems to be finding it hard to support himself in his ascent. Falls precariously, but still does not fall. Wow, he's actually gone up pretty high. Surprisingly, Dad hates heights. Yeah, he struck me as a type. Do you think I should help him? How can you help him now? It's too late. He's already committed himself. But I could get out there real quick and grab the cat before he gets hurt. That's a nice idea, but I don't know if he probably could stand such a thing. Doesn't have much of it as it is. You might be right. Alright, little guy, I'm here. I've got you. Dad finally manages to pull himself onto the branch where the cat is perched. Shuffles along awkwardly, holding onto the branch above him to keep his balance. You can see he trembles and the bow beneath him buckles roaringly beneath his weight. The cat doesn't make any attempt to get close to him. Instead, it backs away, eyes wide with worry. Hey, come on. I'm not going to hurt you. Come on, please. Dad continues to shuffle forward. He almost pitches forward, but he is able to steady himself at the last moment. One of his shoes floats off his feet during the roaring tremor, and it hits the ground with a dull thud. Good thing that wasn't his skull. Dad seems to be thinking the same thing because he bites his lower lip. Come on, it'll be alright, I promise, it'll be alright. He's forward a little bit more. Now he's hanging over the river beyond the railing that separates the walkway from the running water. If he were to slip and fall, he'd get soaked through. At least as long as the river isn't too shallow and he doesn't go head first into it. Come on, I have you... That's what he says, but I don't think he believes it. None of us do. And all of a sudden... a sudden loud crack rings through the air, like a peal of thunder. Whoops. Kazuki. Idiot. Who was coming from a mile away? Oh great, he got all wet again. Seeing as we didn't go to the fair this time. I was hoping he'd be spared this time, but I guess not. I guess he fell into the water again. Because of a cat. Thankfully it doesn't look like Dad's in any serious pain. Can't see any cuts or bruises on him, even if he's rubbing the back of his head. He is wet, however, completely soaked through. He sits there in the running river, legs spread out. He is jutting out through the surface of the water like small islands. Shirt clings to his skin, semi-transparent. His hair sticks to his forehead, dripping with water. Droplets roll down his forehead, running up the tip of his nose. He's shivering. Though it's a warm day, water looks cold, even if it's a light, clear blue. I don't know if I've ever seen a more pitiful sight before in my life. Dad looks sad and crumpled. His hair is a mess. Even tears are beating in the corners of the eyes. And the cat is right? But at least he was able to complete his objective. Hey, there's a kitty! Oh, look at him. He's so cute. I meant the cat, not the father. But I mean, father's kind of cute too, but yeah, good. Poor guy couldn't even escape his fading this route either. Even though we skipped the festival and all. Brown cattle kin, maybe, resting on top of his head like a beret. It snuggles against his scalp, trying to find some relief from the coolness of the water. So he is pressed against his skull, and it flicks its tail. Yay! Akaza, you did it! Dad blinks, led by the sound of Lucia's applause. When he looks up, his pale face suddenly floods with colour. Flushes light pink, perhaps from happiness, and a silly, soft smile spreads from his lips. Oh, you're okay. I'm so glad. I was worried. My lips pursed. I often poke fun at my dad and his clumsy ways, but I have to admit, I am a little impressed. Looks like there are things he can do after all. Wow, what is this place? Is this some kind of palace devoted to the pagan worship of food? Yeah, of course you would think that. I wouldn't be surprised if you also started up something like that too. How funny. This isn't a palace, Lucia. It's just a restaurant. A restaurant? You don't have restaurants in Norway? Maybe we do, but I've never seen one before. How peculiar. And let me enlighten you. Restaurants are where people go to buy food rather than making it themselves. Oh, I see, but how are these unlimited stocks of food produced? Humans don't have access to Hell's patented magic circle technology, do you? Magic circles? Yeah, they're very convenient. Wow, Norway sounds like an advanced city. Oh, come on. Are you still trying to pretend that the city comes from Norway when the stuff she says is obviously bizarre? I don't know why Mum and Dad decided to play along with the charade, but it's really starting to get on my nerves. I spent a single joke out for far too long. At any rate, you don't summon the food. They cook it for us in the kitchens. Just can't see it from here because they closed that area off. They closed that area off. Oh, so it's similar to the convenience store food? I suppose, but it's a bit fresher than that. You order food and they make it for you. I see. If it's handmade, then I suppose it's alright. Those love should be adequate. Sorry to burst your bubble, but most of the food here is packed in plastic bags and stored in the freezer. All I do is defrost it. Oh, it's irrelevant in the face of the economy. Coming from the fucking 9-year-old. Huh? Is that true? Alright, don't be so mean to Lucia. You'll spoil it for her. Mom chastises me, as she should, peering out over the top of her dark sunglasses. You know why Mum always wearing those shades when we go out? Does she think she is... Who does she think is going to recognize her here? Lovely-dovey couple sharing an ice cream sundae over by the window. Little girl trying to shove her chopsticks up her nose to the embarrassment of her parents. Baby sitting in a high chair trying to lick its elbow. Since we always used to take you here, right? Izuki and I thought it might be nice to treat Lucia too. It's something quite a family tradition after all. I know. So I'm being rather negative about this restaurant. Don't dislike it. It's a nostalgic landmark from my childhood. A place where I whiled away many an hour while I was younger, happier, and decidedly less cynical. Seen several birthdays in here. Dad used to take me here sometimes after our trips to the aquarium. Always brought me my favourite, the strawberry sundae, even though it was so big I could never finish it by myself. It's been a couple of years since I last came here, but the decor hasn't changed. Looks exactly the same as ever. From the pseudo wooden tabletops to the beige walls, even the menus are exactly the same. flip through my menu, looking for desserts, and find, no great surprise, that the strawberry sundae of my youth is still on here. In all its ice cream laden strawberry topped glory. Are you looking at the strawberry sundae, Rai? No, of course not. I know you always liked that sundae, but shouldn't you take a look at the dinner menu before you start thinking about sweets? You'll get indigestion if you eat dessert first. I know that. I'm not a kid. Jeez. I flipped back to the dinner section, trying to hide my blush behind my menu. I didn't like being teased, especially going being teased by somebody like Dad. Poor Dad, he's getting all the brunt of everything. Kinda happy about that though. I'm glad you still remember those strawberry sundaes. Must have enjoyed the time we spent together back then. It was fine. I was younger back then, so I would have been happy with anything. Alright, if you feel like we're living your early years with the taste of that strawberry sundae, though, don't hesitate to ask. I'd love to order it for you. And don't be ridiculous. I'm not interested in that stupid sundae at all. Tastes have matured a lot since then. Don't like sweets nearly as much as I used to. You're so cute when you can't be honest with yourself, right? Want to order sundae, just say so. Nothing wrong with indulging yourself. I want to try the sundae too. I love sweets. Yeah, of course you do. See, Lucia sounds excited as well. Lucia's always excited when food's involved. That might be true, but I'm not just excited about the food. I want to see you smile a lot, right? Just like Kazuki said she used to. Seeing you with a big, big smile would be the fondest memory I could ever hope for. Fonder than any kind of food. I looked down at the table, face turning bright red. Why does it feel like everybody's ganging up on me? Anyway, I'm going to order my main. We need to hurry up, or we're not the waiting staff. You might be right about that. Efficiency is next to godliness, or so they say. I think that cleanliness is next to godliness. Maybe so, but to have a clean and tidy home, one must be efficient. Efficiency is what's truly important in this world. Sure, it's easy for Mum to say, given she's never does any household chores. Dad wasn't such a doormat, he'd probably call her out on that. Of course he doesn't, he just smiles. So, what are you two going to have? Since this is your last day here, Lucia, feel free to get as much as you want. Oh god, don't say that, you already know her eating habits. Really? I can have whatever I want? Hear the sound of my family screaming in pain from here. Yep. Yep. You know what, Dad? As generous as an offer I think that is, I think you might want to retract it, lest you live to regret it. Huh? There's nothing wrong with letting Lucia pick a few more dishes, is there? Say that now, but you'll be sorry. She'll eat her way through the entire restaurant. Then we'll have to sell our house to pay for the losses. Then the Yakuza will come after us. We'll have to harvest your organs and sell them on the black market. Right, that's so horrible. You're meant to be 9 years old, but you're talking like a hardened criminal. Yeah, again, takes after her mother. Sorry, but the world is a cruel place. We can't maintain our innocence if we want to survive. But I have no problem selling my organs to support you and Yuki. But why do you want to kill me off so quickly? You didn't even try to think of any other options. I'm sorry, Dad, but the strong must prey on the weak to survive. You were never meant to last. Well, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't want to be eaten, but I don't want to eat others either. That's precisely why your organs will be harvested and stolen, not mine. On second thoughts, maybe you can restrict yourself to only one meal, Lucia. Eh? There's so much good food on here. I want to eat all of it. Yes, but if you ate all of it, it might put our family finances in a rather precarious situation. But if you low on money, can't you just sacrifice a chicken on the altar to Mammon so he can bless you with wealth and riches? It doesn't work here, Lucia, it doesn't work here. I don't know how the economy works in Norway, but in Japan there are no altars to any demons of greed. That's a shame. It sounds like you humans really do have it hard. See your size, scanning over a menu with less enthusiasm than before. I don't really understand, but if it would inconvenience you, I'll order only one dish. But what? Sia ponders, holding one finger against her lip. Ah, I know. You're a clever person, right? You've been here before. So you must know what's the tastiest, cheapest item on the menu. Think I'll order what you get. Well, what do I should get? It's the last meal she'll be having with us, so don't want to pick something Lucia doesn't like. Okay, hamburger steak, ooh, that sounds nice, or omelette rice. Okay, let's try the omelette rice. Oh, it's so cute. Thank you. Sia accepts her plate of food from our waitress with a wide smile, whole face shining with anticipation. Oh, it's alright. I'm just doing my job, so you don't need to thank me. It looks so good. I'm so happy. Oh, well, I'm glad. Waitress brushes a few strands of her black hair behind her ear, awkward smile on her face. That smile, strained though it is, seems like nothing short of a miracle. Prior to her interaction with Lucia, the waitress was sulking around the restaurant with narrowed eyes, like cursing all the customers inside her head simply for existing. The fact that our waitress has a rather long dark hair which looks oddly wet under the lights of the restaurant doesn't help matters. She really does look like a character from a horror movie, minus the plain white dress. And Ray can never stop being rude to people, or thinking about people. Smile suits her, however. Makes her look rather less sinister. More like a teenage girl she is, rather than the aligned monster doomed to rot inside a world she initially resembled. Now we're calling her Sadako. Oh my god. If you need anything, don't hesitate to ask me. I hope you enjoy your meal. And with a bow of her head, she makes a hasty retreat. Not much as our waitress as she walks away, a small smile on her face. She seemed like a sweet girl, didn't she, dear? I suppose so. To be honest, I thought she was a little intimidating. You think everybody's intimidating, Dad? That's not necessarily a bad thing. She might have some potential. Potential? Indeed. If Sato needs another dying young waif for his hospital drama, girl would be a perfect fit. Doesn't look as though she had long left to live, did she? Yeah. More mother speaks, the more I can see how her daughter resembles her. Don't tell her that, Yuki. It'll hurt her feelings. But she's anemic. That's even better. Fragile girls are very popular at the moment. I thought your hospital drama already had a dying teenage girl in it, though. I guess you can never have enough dying patients. Indeed, it does. I can never have too many dying teenagers. Guess what I said? Sometimes, Yuki, you say the most troubling things. Turn my attention away from my parents' conversation, focusing instead on a plate of omelette rice set before me. Ooh, that does look nice. The omelette is a beautiful bright yellow, perfectly cooked, folded over to hide the rice within. Red tomato ketchup covers the surface of the omelette in a zigzag pattern. bright but not garnishly so, which only makes the omelette seem more appetizing. Omelette is accompanied by some vegetables, a few pieces of broccoli, and several cherry tomatoes with glossy red skins. Not that many vegetables, but the combination of colours, the yellow omelette, the green broccoli, the red tomatoes, is a visually interesting experience. Don't know if Lucia cares a great deal, but the visual of her meal though. Yeah, just as long as it tastes good, she's all good. Thank you for the food. Already digging into the soft skin of the egg omelette, exposing the rice within. Rice is white and fluffy, flavoured with ketchup, and contains tiny bits of chicken. Is it good? It's delicious. Thank you for choosing this, Rai. It's no problem. I mean, I like omelette rice. Who doesn't like omelette rice? It's such a simple meal, yet so filling. There's something about splitting apart the omelette to reveal the rice within that's incredibly satisfying. You try yours too, Rai. You try it. Well, I was going to. Steam rises from the omelette when I press the blade of my knife against it, and the sweet aroma of cooked rice and ketchup drifts through the air. Flavor, smells, and texture are all nostalgic. It awakens within me memories of going to this restaurant with Dad in the past, when I was only small. Omelette is soft, but it's warm enough to burn the tip of my tongue. Chicken and rice are sweet. The omelette is savoury, but the two distinctly different flavours work together well, given how similar the textures are. Ketchup gives my first mouthful of food a sudden kick, and artificiality of the bright red tomato sauce complements the subtler flavour of the egg and rice. When combined with the fresh crunchy heads of broccoli and the cherry tomatoes, this simple dish becomes something truly special. I feel almost as though I'm living my childhood. Yet, unlike those peaceful days, I don't spill any rice down in my lap. Don't need Dad to wipe my cheeks with a napkin after my first mouthful of food. I might have grown older, but this omelette rice is exactly the same as always. That was really good. Thank you for choosing something so delicious, Rai. Really? I wasn't sure if you'd like it. Food here is pretty cheap. Might be cheap, but since you're the one who picked it for me, it was filled with love. Is that how love works? Yep, you don't need to make something by hand for there to be love in it. Choosing something to make somebody else happy is another act of love. But Demon, you seem to care a lot about love. Of course I do. Might be from hell, but I'm no different from you. I also like to be loved and appreciated. And we do love and appreciate you. You're adorable, Lucia. Yes, I'm glad that you came to live with us. Why should you tell us about her cute pen friends more often? I was starting to worry that she didn't have any friends at all. I mean, she doesn't, but I feel like that is about to change. Well, you don't need to worry about that now. I'm going to be Rai's friend forever, no matter what. Even if I can't be here with her all the time, I still exist inside her heart. The fond memories we made together can never fade. For all the corny lines. I sink down into my seat. Not like I'm not happy about those sentiments, but having them expressed so clearly is embarrassing. So, do you want to order that strawberry sundae, Rai? I never said I wanted to order it. You jumped into conclusions. But it was the very first thing you looked at when you picked up your menu. You don't need to be bashful. There's nothing wrong with liking sweets. I'm not bashful. Well, I want to try that sundae, even if you don't. It sounds really delicious. And because I'm such a kind person, I'll let you share some of it too, Ray. Even if you don't want it. How does that sound? Nicely done, Lucia. I can't refuse now. If you're getting this Sunday for yourself, then it's not like I'll stop you from anything. Jeez. But it's not like I want anything. It's so cute. Hope you enjoy it. We will. Thank you, miss. You're the best. Waitress flushes, curling a strand of dark hair around one pale finger. With that complexion coupled with ink black hair, she really does look like a villain from a horror movie. I hope you enjoy your food. Waitress turns around on her heels and walks back to the kitchens. I take this opportunity to examine my strawberry sundae, which looks fucking good. Glass is filled with vanilla ice cream and cut strawberries, topped with generous amounts of cream. A single strawberry, plump and bursting with life, is set atop the mound of sweet cream. 2 silver spoons are sat on the table, glinting under the light of the restaurant. The whole set really does remind me of lovers. I can imagine a young man and woman sharing this dessert. Sneaking shy glances at one another between mouthfuls of ice cream, maybe nudging one another's foot underneath the table. Duck my head, my hands clasping together on my lap. I can feel my face turning red, just like the strawberry on top of my sundae. Are you alright, Ray? I squirm. I'm fine. Okay, stop vibrating, you'll be fine. Are you sure you're not sick, are you? She's maybe a little love sick, but other than that, I think she'll be fine. Did you get premature brain freeze? God, I hate brain freeze. Is that a real thing? Of course. Men can get premature baldness. Then I'm sure girls can get premature brain freeze. Those two are not the same thing. I'm not sure about that. I'm fine. I'm not sick at all. You don't need a fuss. Then you should start eating your ice cream. No matter if you leave it for too long. Oh, it's okay. We got another sundae in the right-hand corner there that has not melted at all since we started this game, so we could just grab that one. Now it'll last for all eternity. But no, you can't let that happen. That'd be far too sad. A mission we need to fulfill, Private Psychobar. Private Psychobar? What does that... Does that make Lucia then? Alright, General Elvis, let us begin the operation. Yay, I was hoping you would say that. So he picks up a spoon and digs into the mound of cream that overflows from the top of the glass. I follow suit, dipping my own spoon into the cream. Scoop up a bit of cream from the opposite side of the glass to Lucia, trying not to bump our spoons. I don't know why this bothers me so much, but the thought of our cutlery touching sounds kind of intimate somehow. Kind of like shoulders brushing together when two people share an umbrella. I think it tips me when one person's hand hands an object to another. With trembling hand, I bring the spoonful of vanilla ice cream and whipped cream to my lips. Man, that does look fucking good. Man, I want a sundae now. I want all the food that I've seen in this game so far. First mouthful is deliciously cool and sweet. The ice cream melts across my tongue, making my taste buds quiver. Vanilla ice cream slides down my throat without resistance, and the cream adds to the sweetness, though it isn't overpowering. I chew on a diced strawberry and my mouth fills with fruit juice, tart and sour. I don't say anything, but I don't have to. These words reflect my thoughts. This is really good. I always used to share these sundaes with you back when you were a kid, Ray. It feels kind of funny watching you share this Sunday with somebody else. It looks like we're going right away from marriage, isn't it? What on earth did that mean? Oh, nothing. That's what Mum says, but I don't know if I like the sound of that laugh. Yeah, only her daughter would know a mischievous laugh. It's time to get dark outside. When did you say your sister was coming to pick you up, Lucia? I'm not sure. She should be here soon. Rose spends a lot of time on her appearance, so she's always late for everything. You don't think she missed her flight, do you? Not really something she can miss. She'll get here when she gets here. Does that mean your family have their own private plane? A plane? Are those the steel birds that fly up in the sky? That's right. You haven't heard of them before? We don't really need to use them in hell. We have portals and things. A lot more convenient. Portals? Oh, it really does sound like an interesting place. Oh my eyes. If I weren't feeling so tetchy, I'd tell Dad to cut that nonsense out. It isn't even funny anymore. Where are you, Aurora? I hope you didn't get lost. See her frowns, arms folded, leaned back in a chair. She's wearing the same outfit she wore when I first met her. Loose dark black shirt, accented with pink ribbons like rosettes on a cake. I haven't seen Lucia wear that in a while. She hasn't needed to, since Dad made her so many clothes. So if it makes something stir inside my chest. Feels like I've gone back in time. To the moment when I found Lucia sitting in my kitchen, eating her ill-gotten cookies without any remorse. Back then, I had no idea I'd grow to care about this girl as much as I do now. I'm scared if I so much as blink, I forget about all those strange, impossible, incredible events that happened over the last week. Well, if her sister's involved, then yeah, that might happen, but we haven't pissed her off at all in a while, so we should be good, hopefully. Me and Lucia was so amazing. Afraid I'll wake up tomorrow and find out it was all one long, hazy dream. Lucia, would you like another cup of rosehip tea? Is it good for clearing the mind? It's okay. I think I'll pass for now. Does that mean my tea wasn't good enough? No, that isn't it, Kazuki. I just, feel kind of funny, that's all. I don't think I'm ready to go back home yet. I had so many fun experiences here, and I don't want to go back home that much. Even though I miss my mum and dad and all my big sisters, I don't have any friends. Can't eat lots of delicious food, and I can't see Ray when I'm back at home either. Lucia. Right, I knew I said I had to go home, but I don't want to leave you after all. I know I probably annoyed you, and you got mad at me for being selfish, and being selfish right now, but I want to stay with you. I want to go to school with you, and play games with you, and talk with you, and spend time with you. We don't need to eat food if you don't want to. I just like being with you, more than anything in the world. Lucia, I blink, momentarily caught off guard. Something inside my chest twists. My heart hurts. My head feels heavy. Hold one hand to my chest, wincing. I liked having you here too. You did? Yeah. Even though you said I was a burden? Yeah, despite myself, and despite what I thought initially, I really did grow fond of you. my old life before I met you, it was really boring. I didn't have any friends, and I didn't talk to anybody except my parents. I thought that was how it should be. That I preferred it that way, but I like spending time with you. I liked it more than anything more than I thought I would. Alright. Sia runs over to me, wrapping my body up in a tight hug. She squeezes so hard I swear I can hear my ribs splintering, but I can't bring myself to scold her. Not right now. In fact, I'm glad she's hugging me. That means I can bury my head in her arms and nobody will know that I'm crying. I don't even want to admit it to myself. Can't believe it. I don't cry. I never cry. Far too mature for that. That's what I always tell myself. So why do I hate the thought of Lucia leaving so much? But I step away from Lucia, sniffling, and wipe my eyes with the backs of my hands. I hope my eyes aren't too red. Don't want to keep you away from your family. Knowing them longer than you knowing me, they should come first. I don't want to be selfish. Selfish. Yeah. That's right. You're right. You're a selfish girl, right? Might be a bit grumpy, but you really are nice after all. Don't want to go home, but maybe I should. Maybe I need to. I've already intruded on your family enough. I don't want to make my parents worry. Now, what's this nonsense? What a burden at all, dear. We loved having you here. Isn't that right, Kazuki? Yes, of course. Preparing food for you every day was like a dream. Then doesn't mean... That's right. We'd be more than happy to let you stay here for as long as you want. House has felt rather empty as of late, since Yuki's always at work. It was nice to have somebody to take care of. Especially a cute girl like you. Then but I don't know if my parents would like that. They might worry about me. My big sisters too. Oh, Lucia, do you really think we're that cruel? Yes, hello. Kind of you to let yourself in. The strange woman is standing in the hallway as though she's been here all along. She has long blonde hair that falls down to her waist, pale skin like that of a doll's, and deep red eyes framed with pale lashes. Why does she look familiar? I glance between Lucia and the mysterious interloper, blinking. It takes me a few moments to realize how uncannily similar they look. Who are you? One snorts, one perfectly plucked eyebrow. I wonder how long she fuses those in the mirror each morning, raised. Are you honestly asking me that, little girl? Me? Yes, I am. Don't usually stutter, but something about this woman's presence is disconcerting. I find it hard to meet her eyes. Large, red eyes. Oh, the cheek. Why, my name is Aurora Suburbia Ilvius. Have you not heard of me? Realization finally dawns. Oh, you must be one of Lucia's sisters. Indeed, and not just one of Lucia's sisters either. I am the oldest, and the most intelligent, and the most beautiful. Do you not agree? Well, I don't know what her other sisters look like, so I couldn't say. Did Lucia not tell you about me? Did she not exalt my name, singing praises on my fair face and noble character? Can't rightfully say Miss Aurora. Don't call me Miss Aurora. That makes me sound old. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you, Miss... Madam Aurora. That makes it sound even worse, you cretin. Do you think I own a brothel? I mean, the way you're dressed, maybe... I'm not one to judge. Forget that I said that. I shouldn't judge people by how they dress and whatnot. Brothel. There, don't get mad at Kazuki. He is a simple man. He doesn't understand how to flatter a woman. That much is obvious. Rora glares at Dad, lips pursed. A sulky child who has grown tired of playing with their dolls. Please don't kill us. Maybe you can make us forget about this whole interaction, but please don't kill us. At any rate, it appears as though you have enjoyed yourself with this family of humans, Lucia. Boorish though they are. A pause. Well, one may have common sense knocking around inside her skull. Rather think I could get along with her. I feel much the same, like a headstrong young woman. Yes, indeed, I am a young woman, not a miss or a madam. And I am very headstrong. One must be, you know, to get what you want in this world. I quite agree. Of course, Mum would get along with this demonic apparition from hell. Sometimes I think Mum is quite devilish herself. I wonder, though, why a skilled woman of your caliber chose to marry a buffoon like this. Buffoon? Do you not worry his conduct will reflect badly upon you? Well, I don't trouble myself over such things. Why would I worry about the judgment of others? I love Kazuki, and nothing else matters. Yuki, I didn't realize that you cared about me so much. My, you are truly an interesting woman. I'd not be adverse to the idea of having a drink with you, to learn more about your philosophies on life. Oh, you flatter me. Not particularly interesting. Just a popular actress with lots and lots of fans. Stop showing off. Showing off? Me? I would never. Yeah. At any rate, seems despite my original plan, Lucia has rather enjoyed her time here. That's right, I really did enjoy myself. I got to eat lots of delicious foods, and wear nice clothes, and most of all, I got to spend time with Rai. Rai, is it? Yes, I'm Rai. Oh, if this is how you truly feel, Lucia, who am I to begrudge you? You don't mean... Indeed, though I do not condone such behaviour myself, I cannot understand for the life of me why you find this unremarkable human family so interesting. I suppose it would be churlish of me to take you back home now. Does that mean you're going to let me stay here? Is that really alright? If you wish to remain here, I suppose it would be acceptable. But what about Mum and Dad? Mother and Father miss you a great deal. I believe they would be happy if you let them be for a while. Raising us 7 siblings for such a long while has rather worn Mother out. I believe she would like a break. Oh yes, even though you're all older than me, none of you left home yet, have you? That's none of your concern. I have not left home yet because there is no reason for me to do. For me too. Thought you hadn't left because you were too proud to get a job. Wow, way to rub it in. It's completely relevant. The older sister of the Ilvis family, I should not need to work. It would degrade me. At any rate, Mother and Father declared in our family meeting this morning that they would have no objections to your continued residence in the human world if you enjoy it so very much. The human world? You Norwegians use some rather intriguing turns of phrase. Yes, that's because I'm Norwegian, obviously. I'm Norwegian. There's nobody more Norwegian than I. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna even try and pronounce any of this Norwegian. I didn't know you could speak Norwegian, Yuki. Every woman has her secrets, dear. Evidently. Anyway, Lucia, the offer stands. Would you like to remain here? I very much would like to. I would like that a lot, with all my heart. And we would love to have you, Lucia. Such a sweet, polite, well-behaved little girl. I can't help but love you. You really do bring your household to life. You brought a smile to all our faces, too. Then, right? Lucia looks at me shyly, hands held together out of front. You haven't changed your mind, have you? You weren't lying when you said you enjoyed having me here, right? It's strange seeing Lucia, usually so confident and headstrong, now unsure of herself, her head hanging. Is that all? Does that measure just how much she cares for my opinion? Does she really value me that much? Isn't that a little strange? Maybe not. Maybe it's because no matter how cold I may have been with her in the past, she still cares for me. And as for me, what do I think about Lucia? What does Lucia de Elvis to me? Just as Lucia claimed I was her first friend, so was she to me. She was the first partner I ever had on a school trip. First person I helped with their homework. First person who ate my homemade cookies. First person I had a sleepover with. No doubt my classmates did those things countless times before, but they never invited me. Never involved me. Who'd want to? When I, Sakaba Rai, strange grumpy girl who never smiled at anyone, sat in the corner of the classroom on my own, silent like a stone statue. Of course, a girl like me would never have a partner on a school trip, or be invited to a sleepover. If I'd given my cooking to anybody, they probably would have suspected it was poisoned. It wouldn't have taken a single bite. But Lucia did. Did she do it because she was greedy? Or was there something more to it than that? Maybe the reason she ate my food, declared so happily afterwards that it was delicious, was because she wanted to make me happy. Because she liked me. Because we're friends. Of course I wasn't lying, City. I don't like telling lies, especially not about important things like that. So, does that mean we can stay together? If you desire it, then you can. But is it really okay? You're a demon of gluttony, Lucia. So don't be afraid to be greedy. If you want something, you should seize it. Ah, so one or both of her parents are a demon of gluttony, which makes sense with need for so much food, and also why she has 7 stomachs. That's right, it's a good lesson to learn. Don't shy away from speaking your mind, and don't hold back when it comes to what you desire. Although I don't really get the whole demon thing, maybe that's because I'm stupid. It's probably a Norwegian saying, dear. Yes, of course. Then, in that case, Thea looks at me, red eyes flashing. What I want more than anything else in the world is to stay with Rai. Aww. Thea runs at me, almost knocking me over backwards, wraps her arms around my neck in a warm, tight embrace. The weight of her body is comforting. I hear the sound of her heart beating, sync with my own. My face is flushing red. I bury my head against her chest. When I hold her close and she holds me, I feel safe, though nothing can hurt me. Invincible. Almost as though I could take on the world. This girl really is incredibly dear to me. That's why I hold on to her so tightly. How could I not? She's my best and first ever friend, and I never want to let her go. Aww, that was such a cute, sweet ending. Aww, I like that one. That was more wholesome and cute. I like that. But we still have one other ending. Oh my god, we get a little chibi out of it too. Oh my god, that's so cute. But yeah, as I said, we got one more ending, and from what I believe, this last ending is going to be like the best ending. So, hell yeah, I'm so excited for that. Ooh, I like this music too. Oh, there's something else. In a box, that's so cute. Oh, that was adorable. Oh, that's adorable. Ah, you're gonna make me cry. Oh, wait, we still got more. I thought it was gonna be it. Okay, but 9 years later, so let me do my maths. There should be about 18 now. Luckily, this world is permanent and everything must change. Even I changed. Almost unrecognizable compared to the Rai I used to be. In terms of appearance, definitely. In terms of personality, maybe just a little. There's one thing, however, that hasn't changed, despite the amount of time that's passed. This restaurant looks just like it did. Even the menus are the same, right down to the last character. Feels nostalgic. Can't help but smile as I take a seat, brushing a few strands of hair behind my shoulder. Oh my god, I was literally just about to ask if we're gonna get to see, like, older sprites of them, and we get to. Hell yeah. Love the outfit. I love flowers. Of course she does. This place is so cute. See her claps her hands together. Looks like a young kid in an amusement park. Why is she always so eager? Really is a handful. It's not like I don't like her. I'm not very good at saying how I feel, but I hope that should be obvious at least. That's not as cute as you, right? There she is. Oh my god, look at her little cute dress. And my god, has she grown her hair out. It's so long. Man, that'd be a nightmare to try and have to maintain and brush. I don't know about that, but thank you. You might not know about it, but I do. You grew up well, right? You must have been eating your vegetables. You're like whatever that word is, and those words somewhere. A double water? Never mind. Lucia's words have been constructed in a rather dubious manner. I guess she's too innocent for that. Guess that means I'm a pervert. How did that happen? Yeah, gee, I wonder. Look down at the tabletop, tracing meaningless patterns against it with the tip of my finger. Tried to fight the blush that threatens to rise to my cheeks, but it's in vain. Maybe my mind jumped straight to the gutter earlier because I'm related to Mum. She's completely shameless too. I've always been more like her than Dad. Certainly inherited Mum's chest as opposed to Dad. Yeah, well, I hope so. Otherwise, unless you want to be flat-chested, which there's nothing wrong with that. What's this? Why do you look all coy, right? Are you having funny thoughts again? I'm not having funny thoughts. Not at all. Are you sure? If you go red like that, means you're thinking something dirty. I'm not thinking anything at all. My mind is calm. My mind is a calm blue ocean. Everything is nothing, and nothing is everything. Funny way to say I'm thinking about my chest. Lucia! Pick up my menu and whack her over the head with it. She giggles, sticking her tongue out the corner of her mouth. I'm sorry. Guess Lucia isn't quite as innocent as I thought. Changed a lot over these last 9 years too. If you really were sorry, you wouldn't have said it. But you look so cute when you get all flustered, Ray. I couldn't help myself. Devil's instinct. Might be a devil, but you're sitting in a family restaurant right now. Little children come here. You should try to control yourself. Sure. I wasn't really the one with the lead thoughts, though. It was only you thinking about my own chest. There's nothing wrong with that, is there? I don't know. I wonder. As a woman, I have a right to think about my own body however I please. You can think about yours too if you like. Huh? But that isn't very much fun. I'd rather think about you. God. Ow. Never mind that. We didn't come here to talk about such things. This is a special occasion, remember? Of course I remember. This is our anniversary. It's been precisely 9 years since I first met Lucia. I can still remember the first time I laid eyes on her. Cheeks sprinkled with cookie crumbs. She was wearing a ridiculous and improbable outfit, but not quite as ridiculous and improbable as the outfit she's wearing right now. Get a lot of funny looks when I go out with Lucia, but it doesn't really bother me anymore. First I resented Lucia for turning my life upside down. Now, however, I'm glad she did. She is making me feel nostalgic. You too, huh? I can still remember when I came here with you for the first time. Almost as if it wasn't just, like, 5 minutes ago. Strawberry sundaes are just as delicious as ever. That's the main reason why Lucia and I came here. It's become something of a tradition for us to meet here and share a strawberry sundae, like the one we shared back when we were kids. It's what I did to celebrate when Mum finished filming her hospital drama, and Dad got a new job, and when Lucia and I accepted into the same high school. Now it's where Lucia and I come to celebrate our 9th year of being friends. A lot has changed since then, but there are some things that remain the same, just like our friendship. I don't think it will ever end, no matter how much time passes. He's far too dear to me. I hope, without wanting to sound arrogant, that I'm dear to her too. I must be, otherwise he wouldn't have stayed with me for so long. But we can spend 9 more years together just like these, smiling and laughing and simply enjoying the passage of time. Nothing else in the world I want more. And it's so cute. Wait, has the main menu changed as well? I was just thinking that, because they're on their older selves now. Okay, that's actually kind of cool, I like that.